Hi, it's Andy Phillips from Digital Cascade. In this video I'm going to show you how to include pictures, video and how to set your categories up on your WordPress blog. And the first thing we're going to do is go into the actual blog. Now, where we are at the moment, we've clicked on this and it's showing the blog that we created in the last video plus the blog that was already created in here. So first thing we're going to do is going to go into the blog. Now we're in the actual blog post, which has got leave a reply at the bottom, and we're going to go into edit post, and that brings us back to where we were before, and we can go into things like visual and see how this looks here. So we can do things like, make that bold, we could put some underlining in here, we could do whatever we want with the formatting of the text. We can actually put bigger fonts in and things like that. So what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is going to put a photograph in, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to stick the photograph at the top and I'm going to put it at the right, so it's going to sit over on this side of the page. And all we do for that is click on this little icon up here which says add media, and I'm going to select a file, and that's opened the file up that I want with the graphics in. I'm going to take this graphic here with one that says blog, and I'm going to click on open, and that is going to upload this to the media library. Okay, now that's uploaded. What we can do, we have a choice here. We can take out this title, because what happens if we keep this in is that when you hover over the graphic, the title will come up, and I'm not really a lover of that on a lot of pages. But what we can do is we can put an alternative text title in here, and this is really good for SEO as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the title of the blog and put it in here. So we're going to put starting your own blog in here. Okay, and I don't want it to go through to a URL link, so we're going to take this out as well. Now, if you was putting a graphic button into this that was taking you somewhere else, you could put the URL of where you wanted to take it into this URL link, but we're going to have none in this one, so we can actually click on none if we want to, or just highlight it and delete it. The next choices we have are alignment. We can have no alignment, where it sits on top of the text. We can have it aligned on the left hand side, the center, or the right. Now I'm going to put it on the right hand side here, and I want it to stay full size, so I'm going to insert this into the post. There it is, and I'm going to update. I'm going to show you what it looks like actually in the post. There you go. Now I think that's too big, but the great thing is what you can do is resize it. If you can get the right size in the first place, it is much better. But if it's too big, if it's a picture that's too big that you've got and you want to resize it, you can do. All you have to do is click on the actual image and you'll see this edit image icon. This will bring up this editing pane, and you can change the size. I'm going to take it down to 60% of the original and just update. Click on update for the post, view the post, and you can see that the size has changed, and that's just about the right size for me. The next thing we're going to do is put a video into it, so we're going to go back into edit post, and if you click on the little hashed corner of this, you can pull this down so you can actually see a bit more of the actual post, which is quite good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video in here, so I'm going to give it a bit of space. And as I want to center this video, not just leave it on the left hand side, I'm going to put the full coding in. So I'm going to put a little marker in here. I'm just going to put some V's in so I know exactly where I'm putting it. And I'm going to go into the HTML side because I'm going to put in coding. And you can see this is where I put the V's. So I'm going to put my video in here. Now to get my video, I'm going to use this one, which is a WordPress tutorial by me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to where it says show more info, just so it opens this up a little bit. This is the description of the video. I'm going to go to share, and I'm going to click on Embed, and it's going to give me this embed code, which is an iframe code. You can see it says iframe, and it closes with iframe as well. So we're just going to take this whole code. Now I've got it at 640 by 360. We can choose these sides, or we can put some custom sizes in. So I'm going to copy this, and I go back to my post, highlight that so I can delete it, and then I'm going to paste that in. The first thing I'm going to do now is go back to the visual side and go down to where the video will be sitting, and I'm just going to click into this side here and center it, and that's it. And then we're just going to update and view the post. If we go down the page, we've now got a video which covers the whole of this size. Now if we play it, you can see that the bottom side disappears until you actually hover over it, which gives a good view of the video. I think that looks quite nice. I was going to take the volume down, but you can see the video looks quite nice in there. It's the right size and everything. If you need to change the size, and sometimes videos have black lines down the side, if you need to change the size of the video, you can do that by going back into the editing side, go into HTML, go down to where your video is, and I'll just isolate it for you so you can see it. It's where the coding that you copied is, and you can just change it in here. So if you've got some black lines, you need to manipulate these to get rid of them if that's what you want to do. And the last thing that I want to show you, which is quite important, is the categories, because we're going to use those later on. This is where the categories sit, and if your blog that you're creating right now is something to do with one of these categories, then you can just tick it and it will belong to that category. If what you've just written doesn't belong to one of these categories, you can simply add a new category, which is what I'm going to do now. So we just click on this add new category, and we'll type in the category that it's meant to be in, which is going to be blogging, and we just click on add new category, and we uncheck any that aren't relevant, and the last thing we're going to do is update and view the post. And now we've got a full post with our text in there. We can highlight and embolden any text that we want. We've got a graphic in there, that could be a photograph as well, and we have a video, and we've got the reply box at the bottom, and that's it. Very, very simple. That's how we create a blog.